Enjoy the view. I live a short drive from my local shopping village. Well, it's actually a 10k round trip. The travel time isn't huge when compared to some people's home to shop adventures. Still, it's a nice drive and I'm fortunate and I'm grateful. One day last week, I left to do the grocery shopping at pretty much the same time as I always do. I had a few pressing things on my mind that morning and I arrived at my destination, parked and headed off to the store with little fuss. However, as I walked, a blank feeling washed over me. I couldn't remember a single thing about the trip. I couldn't remember slowing down at the roundabout at the end of my street. I couldn't remember what the traffic to my right was like at the main intersection of Somerset Drive. And I couldn't remember a single detail about driving past Firth Park and then on through to Mudgeeraba. Nothing. I couldn't remember anything about the drive. I had gotten into my car at home and I was at Woolies. Did I have too much on my mind? Was I ill? Was there something terribly wrong with my memory? Had I been the victim of a probing alien abduction? Why couldn't I remember anything about the journey? Has this ever happened to you, or have I just embarrassed myself to the point of no return with like an absent-minded confession of sorts? In stark contrast, on the following week's trip to the store, I noticed a green patch of land I had never noticed before. It was a well-mown, almost lovingly manicured strip where a four-wheel drive was parked off the curb and a woman was painstakingly obedience training her dog on the lawn. Now my first thought was, I've never noticed that before. And I hadn't. Sure, I'd seen the four-wheel drive a number of times, and from the corner of my eye the stirring of life was somewhere in my peripheral. But I had never noticed the sheer size of the property, nor did I ever notice how well kept it actually was. I'd always assumed that it was just a dumpy natural clearing. But I was wrong. It was always there like that. I just never noticed it before. What else had I been missing? On the same trip, I also noticed 2 bollards around a power grid, a pathway I'd never noticed before, and I counted 8 circus signs along the side of the road. What else had I been missing? We live in one of the most beautiful stretches of Earth right here on the Gold Coast. Nonetheless, how many of us get out and about or notice or appreciate the wonders of nature that are all around us? Have we gotten that busy? Do we need to slow it down a bit? And even worse, what about our friends and our families? What about our work colleagues and our neighbours? Are there things worth noticing in the people who are all around us? Or are we noticing the bad stuff and bypassing all the good in people? Has life really become that busy? Can I put out a challenge at this point? Let's all of us, me included, slow down enough this week to notice at least one thing around us in our environment or in nature that we'd never noticed before. Let's slow down and notice something good in someone. Someone who just might need our encouragement or our kind thoughts. And if you're feeling brave, why not tell them? Why not tell someone about the good things that you've noticed in them? Imagine their surprise and the lift you could give them when you share something noticeable and nice about what you saw in them. On the other hand, noticing when others are down or having a bad day, or just when a listening ear is in need or a shoulder to cry on is on offer, could make a huge difference. People need to know that others care. And if you're feeling really brave, why not share your good experiences in the comments below? Until then, enjoy life's drive. Just remember, enjoy the view.